Hi everyone, welcome to another one of my video. Today I've got a 1997 Mazda 323 Astina. This is a BA Series 3 one. Last of the BA Series 1. Next one is BJ from 1998. So one of the last one to have the 2-liter V6 engine. This one, when it came out in Australia, it was $37,690 brand new. And this particular engine is KFD, which produces 104 kilowatts of power at 6,000 RPM and 183 Newton meter of torque at 5,000 RPM. Now there is obviously a better version in Japan with KFZE engine, which produces 120 kilowatt power with 179 Newton meter torque. Torque is a bit lower. Now this one, as you might know, the Astina badge here in Australia means it is actually a bit of the top of the range one. So comes with 16-inch alloy wheel, 5-speaker stereo, ABS brakes. We got airbags on both sides, the driver and passenger, and you got power windows, power mirrors, central locking, and all this other stuff. Now, one interesting thing about this car is the windows are frameless, which is very cool looking, and these are the front seats, front row sport seats here, and these are the rear seats. Now I'm going to quickly show you the boot and the engine bay. This is the boot. Not bad, quite big, and you can fold these rear seats when necessary. And now we're gonna look at the engine bay. This is the engine bay, 2-liter V6, dual overhead cam, quite torquey engine. Let's get inside and have a look at the interior. We're inside, so you got the power window controller there, left hand side air vent, the center air vent, the right hand side air vent, and all the power window controllers here, central locks, power mirror controller. On this side you got the immobilizer indicator, fog lights, the indicator, and we got the wiper controllers here. On the central console you got many warning lights here, RPM in the left, we got the speedometer in the middle. On the top right hand side you got the fuel gauge and the coolant temperature, and also you got some other indicators and warning lights on this side as well. On this section, this one here is your instrumentation brightness controller. Then we got a clock here, hazard lights, rear window defogger, and we've got the air conditioning controller here. If you have seen my Mazda 626 video, this button is for the swing function of this air vent, which this one doesn't have. And you've got a 5-speaker stereo with cassette player and CD player. So you got the normal 4-speaker, there is also a speaker here. Now this one is a 4-speed automatic transmission, and like many Mazdas, this got the hold button which works as an overdrive, and you've got a small storage here and the glove box here. Let's take it for a quick drive and I'll tell you more about the car. Alright, let's start it up. Quite torquey. I like this engine very much. For a 2-liter V6, for such a small engine, it is a very good power on this one. Suspensions on these cars are very nicely set up, and you can take corners very quick, and it handles corners very quick. Now, how I mentioned earlier in the video that these doors are frameless and very nice looking. Well, it has its downsides as well, because with the time the rubber and everything else loses its elasticity. So when you are doing high-speed driving, you can sort of hear air coming in. I mean, it's just because you can change the door trims, but the rubbers, but they can be quite expensive at times. Another thing I've got to complain about this car is this one. It was almost $38,000 brand new in 1997. which is quite a bit of money for a Japanese hatchback car back then. But this one doesn't have cruise control, which I think for that sort of money should have been included on the feature. But it's a very fun car to drive, even with an automatic transmission. Is quite good as well. The interior is nicely laid out, everything is where you want it. And even as you can see, this one's got this green interior because it's got the green color. So if you get a blue one, there is to have a sort of a bluish interior as well, which is quite cool. The engine, as always is a bit of a complaint, but 9.6 liter per 100 kilometers, so which is quite high for a 2-liter V6 engine, because I used to have a Skyline R32 GTST, and that was inline 6 and a turbo. I used to get similar sort of mileage, and that one was obviously a lot more powerful. That's something that should be considered before buying this car. But for especially for girls, this is a very nice looking car, very very small, easy to park, and you got the power when you need it. So anyone looking for a sporty Japanese hatchback or liftback as they call it, is definitely recommended to get one. Thank you for watching my video. I'll catch you next time.